This is Ankush here from Alif Consulting. Today we are going to talk about Azure Traffic Manager. Now let's first understand what exactly Azure Traffic Manager is. So Azure Traffic Manager is the DNS-based service which allows you to route the traffic between the multiple endpoints in the backend using the traffic routing methods. So it's purely work on a DNS base, and it can have a backend endpoint from either from the multi clouds, either from the on-premise, or either from the any other third-party services as well. So let's say you are running a one service in the West US and another service is in the UK. You can still use the traffic manager to route the traffic based on the user locations, and you can also use the performance-based routing method, which can allows you to route the traffic based on the response which is coming from the backend. Now, here are some of the features of the traffic managers, like increasing the application availability, improving the application performance, maintenance, performing a maintenance without any downtime, combining the hybrid application, and distribute the traffic in between the complex deployment. So let's understand like how exactly you can perform a service maintenance without any downtime. So let's say if you have a two endpoints running in the backend, which is basically hosted with the same service, you can put one endpoint in a maintenance mode and you can perform the maintenance, but your still existing endpoint which is already there up and running will be able to serve your application. Same way it can help you to improve the performance, same way it can be help you to improve the application availability. It can be a combination of multiple locations, like as I've told you, like you can have a one endpoint for the application running from the cloud and another one from the on-premise, so it can help you for hybrid applications, and even it can be help you to route the traffic between the multiple deployments if you're having a deployment in the multiple regions. So this is how your architecture of the traffic manager looks like. So you can see in the endpoint with the one traffic manager, I can have my endpoints uh, distributed in the around the region. So based on the application request from where it's coming, I can route the traffic in a specific region. So let's say someone is uh, requesting from India or maybe from the any other countries within Asia, so I can route the traffic in the East Asia and route West Asia based on the request. That is something basically which is handled by the traffic manager. So same way I can either route in the America or I can route in the Europe based on the user locations or user from where user is sending the request. Now here are some of the methods, routing methods which used by the traffic manager, like a priority, weighted, and performance, and the geographic. I would be able to show you how you can set all of this routing method while creating the traffic manager profile. So these are the basically something which can be defined while configuring the traffic manager or while creating the traffic manager. So SQ. So since as I told you, like the traffic manager is basically purely on the DNS base, so it doesn't require any kind of special queues to enable the traffic manager server, and the Microsoft will be charged for the all the requests basically which is coming to the traffic manager, and it basically charge on a 1 billion requests monthly. So all the charges, if you see in the picture, all the charges basically all the cost basically which is associated with services basically purely on the queries. So it's in a per million queries based on the request which is coming to the traffic manager. Now let's move to the demo. In a demo, I will be going to show you how exactly you can go ahead and create the traffic manager, how you can associate it with the backend, and how it can help you to increase the performance, or it can help you to perform the maintenance as well. So so I have a two app service running, which is a demo one and demo two, and both of them are hosted in the center US and East US. So I will be adding these two app service in the backend of the traffic manager, and I'll show you how basically it will be going to route the traffic, or how exactly the backend will be get reached. A part of that, I will be showing you how if one app service is not available, how the traffic manager will be still able to serve you the application. So I'm going to create a one traffic manager profile here. So I just need to search for traffic manager, and this is the one which I'm going to create. I just need to create the traffic manager profile, and here I can define the name. So I'm defining the Alif Demo Traffic Manager. Here I can select the all the routing methods. So I'm going with the performance as of now, but I do have still other options which I can select. Or these are the options can be changed once the traffic manager profile is created. I need to select in which I need to create. So I'm using the Alif-TF demo. So this is the one of the resource code which is already available. Now another thing is, if you see, I don't have options to select the location because it's a DNS base or it's a global service, so it's not bonded to the specific region. If you have a resources spread across the region, you can still use that as a backend in the traffic manager. So I'm just creating an so just going to take a little time to get created. So once it's done, you can see the deployment is successfully submit. If I go here in the all service, I would be able to see the traffic manager profile is being created. So this is here. And as of now, if you see, I don't have any endpoint configured here. So let's go ahead and add the endpoints here. So click on add. You can select what kind of endpoint is going to be. Either it's the external, either it's the Azure, or either it's the nested. Nested is the one of the important thing, because when you are clubbing two or three traffic manager profile in a one level or two level, then you can use the nested endpoint. So in my case, all the deployment which I have is specifically from Azure endpoint. So I'm selecting that, and then I'm going to define the name. So let me add as a backend, and then I'm going to select what exactly the service is going to be. So I have all these four services. Either I can use the cloud service, either I can use the application app service slot, or the public IP. In my case, it's a app service, so I'm going to use the app service. Now one important thing, you need to make sure when you are selecting the app public IP, sorry, so you need to make sure that public IP should have a DNS name configured on that. If you're not having a public IP, if you're not having a DNS configured on the public IP, then you would not be able to use it. So this is the primary request when you are adding a public IP as a backend for in the traffic managers for the Azure as a Azure endpoint. So I'm selecting the app service. So I'm selecting this app service. So I'm not putting any kind of custom header or anything. So let's go ahead and add this one. So as of now, it's checking the endpoint. If you see here, so it's going to take a little time. In meanwhile, let me add the another one as well. To it should be app service and app service 2. Click on add. So it's done. It's just taking a time. So meanwhile, if I go and still taking a time, if I go ahead and browse this endpoint, so you see I have app service there. So it means my traffic manager is able to reach to the app service. Okay. So this is how you can basically route the traffic. So it's just going to be any of the app service based on the availability. So if I go to the terminal, if I go the ns lookup, and if I paste here the name of the traffic manager which I have created, and if I put on ns lookup, it would be going to resolve the backend name. So it's going to the app02 because app02 is the nearby location of the India. So in this case, like if you see my both endpoints has been running on online. But let's say if I'm putting the one endpoint, I'm deleting one endpoint in the back end. So what's going to be happen? The traffic manager will be still able to route my traffic to the another app service which is in the center US. So if I go here, if I refresh this one, you will see as of now it's giving me the 404 because I have just removed the backend and I need to wait to get this traffic manager profile updated. As soon as that profile is get updated or the monitoring status is being changed, I would be able to browse the app service. Okay, so now you can see initially once the traffic manager profile has been completely updated, is still being routing to the web app which is already running here in the backend, which is already here. So in same way, we can have and change our routing methods. Now, as of now, I'm using the performance, but I can go under the configuration and I can change the routing method, whatever the method I want to use. I can change the backend monitoring status as well, what kind of backend monitoring I want to use. What is the probe is going to be, what is the tolerant number is going to be, what is the probe timeout is going to be. All of those things I can set up under the configuration. Now, if I want to see from where all the request is being coming, I can basically go ahead and see under the real user measurements, and then from the traffic view, I can see from where the traffic is coming. So this is a very important thing. I can go ahead and enable it for you, and this will be going to take and show you from where on which location or for which uh, uh, from where the traffic and everything is coming. So it's going to take a little time, and based on that, it will be able to show you the traffic manager and from the traffic from where the things has been or the request has been coming. So if you say like it's going to take up to 24 hours to show the heat map, so as of now I just have enabled it, so it would not be able to show me the heat map, but after 24 hours it would be able to show me from where all the request and everything is coming. And from here I can have the of my endpoints running, and I can add it from all the endpoints. Whatever endpoint I need to add, I can come under the endpoints and I can add all of them. All right, so this is what I have in the demo. I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe, or in case of if you need any help, please feel free to reach us. Thank you.